Howdy and welcome back to the channel. This will be another very quick update. This one is just regarding Seifu because I did throw a little bit of money at it. Very small amount, like $26. And I just wanted to check in today. I think this is actually the second day. I just wanted to see what it looked like. So once again, if you're not familiar with this, I'm not incredibly familiar with this new protocol either. A lot of people seem to be really excited about it. I mentioned in my last video I didn't care for the level of hype that's being put out on Twitter and YouTube and some of these places. I don't like that. That, at least personally for me, that turns me off of a project. It doesn't get me more excited for it. That being said, all of that hype and putting that energy into it is also how a lot of these protocols get up to the point where they're being incredibly successful for a long period of time. So I understand it from both perspectives, just from, I guess, the logical common sense perspective and knowing marketing like I do and knowing how the media, all the mainstream sources and governments lie to you. I don't just trust anything at face value. That's not the smartest way to do any of this. But I did go ahead and throw a little bit in because I was intrigued. And I mentioned on the last video about Seifu, what intrigued me most was that it has this unique feature. And again, I know it's kind of like a rewritten code that's similar to a fork from Titano or one of these other ones. I don't know which one it's from. I'm gonna do a lot more research into Seifu. But what intrigued me was that I was able to keep my tokens in my MetaMask. So in all of the other protocols I've been a part of so far, DRIP, EMP, and nothing against those at all. I'm still invested there. But one thing with those protocols is that you traditionally have to stake into the protocol, so into the contract. So you actually lock up your coins, you lock up your tokens on most of these. In this case, they stay in your wallet. And I don't know if that's actually unique. Like I said, this may be some forks or something that was created previously, or this developer helped do this on other projects. But that really interested me because it means the likelihood of a straight rug where you've locked up your tokens. Like, what was the recent scam? Maybe it was last month that I threw like a couple bucks at. BNB 42, I think it was one of those, and it was like a 20% return a day. It was ridiculous, but I threw some at it anyway. That's a traditional rug where they collect all the tokens, they collect all your BNB, collect it. And BNB is not a native token, by the way, which should clue people off on some of those projects as well. But so you're essentially gifting them a non-native token, so it's one that people actually use. It's not native just to that protocol. So you're actually gifting them BNB or BUSD, something they could easily convert and use. And then the rug happens where they lock all your funds, the website goes down, they steal it, they make off with it. So in that sense, Seifu is not beholden to that type of risk. There's not that risk there. Now, obviously, the APY can change, and it's going to over time. It's in the white paper that it's going to slowly drop. Also, the price can change. So this may be worth 28, it may be worth 24, this may drop to 0 and it will be worth nothing. So there's always that risk, but I was intrigued by the non-locking of the coins. So you're basically, quote-unquote, staking just by holding Seifu, and then they're rewarding you over time with more Seifu. So that's kind of cool. So my quick check-in was just to see if this increased, and I can see that it did. I was looking at this video here where I was... Howdy. Yeah, howdy. That was on the 10th. Today's the 11th. And so just as a quick check, I can see that my count was at... Let me get back to it. It did increase, though, is the point. And that's that was one thing I was checking on, was just to make sure. Yeah, 15926 was how much I did have there. And now I'm at 16244. I'm at 28 versus 26. Some of that's probably due to a rise here. Yeah, it was 166. What is it worth now? 176. So a little bit of that and a little bit of the reward. But every 15 minutes you get rewarded based on how much Seifu you're holding. And as the white paper mentions, this reward's going to decrease over time. I still don't know enough about the project to say I'm extremely excited or that I'd recommend it to anybody. But I threw some at it because I want to see. I do see that the main dev guy here is giving a lot of AMAs like every day. Looks like And I don't judge the clickbaity thumbnails. I mean, I think that's how you get subscribers and clicks and attention on YouTube. That doesn't usually throw me off. It's just when I go to Twitter or something and I see, shill after shill, like 50 different accounts that are just way overhyping something. I like to see a more measured approach so that there's not such a chance of just pump, 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 and then everyone thinks it's way too risky, and then they all dump at the same time. Like, we don't want to see that, right? And I do see there was one large pump and then a good big drop. But after this last dip, it looks like we're kind of clicking back up the roller coaster track there. So that's something to watch. But yeah, so I threw a little bit at it, like I said, and I'm still watching it, but it is increasing. And we can see there, I just hit the other 15 minutes again. And sometimes it takes a moment for it to reflect back to the site. But it does look like it's increasing the amount of Seifu I have. So, as far as that mindset or that view, it is functional. It is producing more and putting it in my wallet, and I do have a higher balance than I had. So that element of this protocol is working. I wanted to give an update on that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you're into Seifu at all. If you're seeing a big return, you may have a larger bag that you've already thrown at it, and you've seen a lot of success. I'd be interested to hear that or some strategies. But as always, you guys have a great one. See you on the next video.